Hi everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the Algodoo Marble Race Multilap Championship, brought to you by myself, DataNinja. You are currently looking at some shots of an unofficial marble race. This first episode is meant to give you a brief introduction to the rules of the championship. The official events are starting from episode 2 and onwards. The championship counts 6 events. The main part of every event is the race, and prior to each one there will be a qualifying session to determine the starting order. There are 3 different tracks, which will each be visited twice. Now let's have a look at how an event unfolds. We start with the qualifying session, which can be separated into 4 rounds. Each round, the 4 slowest marbles will be eliminated. Before round 1, the marbles start in the so-called qualifying tube. There are actually 4 tubes with 4 marbles. The position of the marbles is usually determined by their position in the championship standings. For the first event though, the order is determined randomly. 4x4, the marbles are teleported onto the track to try and set an as fast as possible lap time. They have 2 laps to do so. Round 1 has begun. After 2 laps, they are teleported to the break zone on the left of the scene to wait for the other marbles. The next 4 are teleported onto the track. When all marbles completed their first 2 laps, everyone is teleported back to the scene, this time according to their fastest lap time. The slowest 4 marbles are eliminated and are teleported to the starting grid. The survivors are teleported back to the qualifying tube for round 2 with another 2 laps to improve their times. This cycle repeats until all marbles are teleported to the starting grid. During the event, the leaderboard on the right of the scene will keep you updated about the standings. You may also have noticed that one of the tracers have turned green. The marble with the green tracer is currently leading the event. And now it's time to race. As soon as the 4 starting lights are turning green, all marbles will be teleported onto the track with an interval of 1 second. From here on it's plain simple. The marbles have to complete all laps as fast as possible. The numbers of laps to complete is different for each track. You can find it in the leaderboard just like the current lap the leader is in. To avoid confusion between leaders and backmarkers, who are marbles that are a lap behind, only the top 3 will always have their tracers activated. Other marbles will only have an active tracer if they are in the same lap as the leader. After they have completed all the laps, marbles are teleported to the finishing tube to wait for the rest. After each race, points for the championship are distributed to the top 8 according to the scheme that is now visible in the leaderboard. The marble that has collected the most points in all 6 events will win the championship. Now that you know enough about the rules, let's have a closer look at the marbles. We have 8 teams, all consisting of 2 marbles. That makes a total of 16 participants. The teammates can be separated by the different color of their tracer. Now it's time to introduce them. The first team, Team Stone, with brick on the left and break to the right. The second team is Team Earth, with beach and bush. The third team is Team Mind, with whiz and dom. Here we have Team Grass with twig and trunk. Team Sky with cloud and cold. The 6th team is Team Ocean with surf and turf. The 7th team, Team Pearl with bling and cling. And last but not least, Team Blood with A pause and B pause. You are now fully prepared to follow the Algodoo Marble Race Multilap Championship. Thank you for watching and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date about all the events. See you next time!